Hello, my name is Dr. Adam Stallings, and I teach clarinet here at REW Music. I fell in love with my instrument probably around the age of maybe like 16 or 17. I think I was a bit of a late bloomer compared to a lot of my colleagues that I've interacted with over the course of my career. I think the moment that really made me fall in love with it was just sort of being able to go. I'm from the state of Georgia, and we have this thing every year called Jan Fest at the University of Georgia, and I got to be around a lot of other kids that were also very, very interested in music and very good at their instruments. And so being around other people that were also very, very good, very like-minded musicians kind of was a big inspiration to me and made me feel like this is like something I could actually do and pursue professionally, and not just something that, you know, like kind of sort of thing I can do. And it was a big moment to me to really realize like the instrument that I have in my hand can take me way, way farther than I think it could. And I truly began to like love playing the clarinet from that day forward, and I haven't really stopped since. To me, the best thing about teaching music has always kind of been the aha moments that you get, especially from younger students. I take great pride and find great enjoyment and energy from when you have a student in front of you who's like, maybe the scale isn't happening, or that one run in a concerto they're working on isn't quite getting to them. And you go over it a few times, you give them some pointers, and then finally it hits to them like, oh, this is how you do it, and then this is how I'm gonna keep getting it done. And once, like, you know, you see their eyes light up and they're just like, wow, I got it, it's sticking with me. To me, that there's no feeling better than that as a teacher than me sitting there and seeing my students not only succeed, but just fall deeper in love into music like I did. A breakthrough with a student that I've had pretty recently is I have a student auditioning for a pretty big group. He lives in Georgia, but he's auditioning for a pretty important youth ensemble. And so a breakthrough that we've kind of had is just going over this concerto, Weber's first concerto in F minor. And just a couple weeks ago, we kind of were talking about how Carl Maria von Weber composes, and, you know, the characteristics of his music. And I was kind of like, hey man, you gotta be operatic, which means dramatic. Everything dynamically, expressively has to go to up to a 12. You can't just stop at this on a scale of 1 to 10. And I was kind of like, he's kind of a timid kid, and so once we finally got to a point where his fortes were truly getting above a forte, and everything he was doing was going so extra and above and beyond, I was getting super geeked up, and he was getting super excited. And we both kind of had this moment of catharsis of like, oh my gosh, this sounds so good, and you're sounding so good. And this piece is like, it's a big work to tackle, and you're getting through it, and I'm so proud of you. And he was so happy for himself, and it was just such a wonderful moment for both of us.